First blood. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Ace. Dominating.
Think about it.
Shut down.
Смысл? А, to jest ta ludowa.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
think about it.
Chyba.
Blue team is slain dragon. Unstoppable. Red team double kill. A, na podłodze.